This podcast will come out, I think, by the time I'm already a mother. Google Calendar invite to my birth. You like get her in on it. You're like, hey girl, circling back.
Circling back.
Still on for the time we agreed on 9 months ago. Nancy Meyers, I haven't seen any movies. Is that the detective? Who am I thinking of?
Shannon, something you guys should know is that
I'll have to tell my husband about my purchases. I'm 37 weeks pregnant, so obviously I have to renovate the kitchen.
a top 3 moment for you. It's like
100%.
getting married, giving birth, someone asking where your China's from.
Yes.
True.
In no particular order.
Like my ministry here on this earth is for everyone to get their own hosting closet.
You know, this is the point where I decide to put her up for adoption. Let's start that rumor.
We should start more rumors. This year, do you want to know when we're setting up my Christmas tree?
When?
You can't judge me.
I always feel so bad for pugs and like French bulldogs. I feel like they just live in a constant world of like,
Yeah.
and I'm always like, is she okay? They're like, yeah, she just can't really breathe.
Shannon Ford is really the most fabulous woman that's ever existed.
Oh
because
my.
she is.
And Dear Media, clip that.
We are living large in Nashville, Tennessee, y'all. My house might be catching on fire. It might burn to the ground during this episode.
We have a fire extinguisher, and we
Actually,
are living
knock
large.
on wood.
Large. So, is that what you said that?
I meant living large as in like we're in an amazing place where the house might catch on fire.
Right.
But also Shannon is just about to pop.
She is, you know what? I will say, people say that to you a lot sooner than they should. Like, you're about to pop, which, like, hey, by the way, don't fucking say that to pregnant people. But I am at the point.
You actually are like in
About
the window.
to pop.
Yes.
And this podcast will come out, I think, by the time I'm already a mother.
Agreed. I was thinking about that.
I think, anyways.
Yeah.
I hope, anyways, because that would be, like, far too long to be pregnant.
It is really crazy when your friends get pregnant and then you see them pregnant and then all of a sudden you see them like about to give birth and I'm like, oh wow, like you are really pregnant.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's that, like, that stage where you're just like, how could I possibly, like, still be getting larger and her be getting larger and just, it's just nuts.
No, it's crazy.
And people are like, you're about to pop. And I'm like, no, I'm actually, you're right.
Actually this time though.
You're right this time. I am about to pop.
Absolutely.
We're nearing, it's any day now, I guess, is what they say. I mean, the due date's still technically like 2.5 weeks away, but it's just like, every time you go to the doctor, they're like, so just so you know, it could be any time now. And I'm like, don't say that.
No, that would actually.
I like a date.
Yeah.
I like a firm date.
I like a little Google Calendar invite.
Yeah, Google Calendar invite to my birth. You like get her in on it. You're like, hey girl, just making sure that we're still just circling back.
Circling back.
Still on for the time we agreed on 9 months ago. Okay. No, it's crazy. And I almost wore this, you know, it's of course I'm being fed what I'm being fed on TikTok because of the like era I'm at in my life. And it's really funny because I'm sure you guys know that like the belly out is like very fashion forward right now. And so I couldn't wait to like, you know, do those kinds of looks. But what you don't know is that that's actually very much like an our generation thing. And any generation before it, even like older millennials, like cannot comprehend. Older millennials are like, you kids, like you girls, like whatever. The generation before millennial, what is that? Or I guess our parents. Boomers, or our parents' generation, I should say, right? They are taken aback. They are disturbed, disgusted, like they cannot believe it, and they just like my mom was like, I was so excited to go, and I get that there's a time and a place for a belly out. We're not all Rihanna, and like I'm not just gonna like bust up belly out to an evening gala or something, right? It's a beachy look, it's a more summery look, whatever. There's times for it. But the looks you get, like my mom, whenever I was going to the lake, which is where they live, which is the perfect place to like be belly out with a little pair of shorts and a little top, she was like, oh, and so you're not gonna with the belly out? And I was like, yeah, how cute am I?
That's such a Southern mom. So that's what you're gonna wear?
Oh, you're gonna wear, and, okay. Because I just feel like you have so many other things. Oh my God. I
really like the pink on you.
Yeah, I was so annoyed at my mom, but it's that generation. They like cannot believe it. Anyways, all that to be said, I had put on this skirt and little top that was like, had my belly out. And as I was walking out there, I was fully ready. And I was texting Kenzie already like, this is what I'm wearing. I looked at myself and the belly is like torpedo status. There is like a cusp. And you know, I don't want to judge, but I will because that's who I am. Mm-hmm. And I think there is a cutoff of belly out outfits, and I cut myself off. I looked at myself and I said, you can't wear that on a podcast. That's
you
crazy.
cut yourself off mid sending that video to me. Like at first she's like, this is what I'm wearing, this is what I'm doing,
So
whatever.
true.
And then as time went on, she's like, I can't wear this.
In the video, I was like, actually, now that I'm looking at this, Kenzie, this is kind of fucking crazy. I was like, I think I need to like figure something else out. I was like, I'll be back, but then I still sent the video. And she was like, no, I love it. And then I texted back. I was like, I'm not. I'm gonna wear a gown instead. We're going to prom.
It's also so insane. Also, by the way, welcome back to House Guest Podcast. We have my dear friend Shannon Ford back on the podcast for probably the 15th episode that we've ever recorded together.
Loves.
Anyway, Shannon Ford is really the most fabulous woman that's ever existed.
Oh
because
my.
she is.
And dear media, clip that.
Clip that. She's at the point where she could be giving birth and she still is showing up to podcast recordings in a gown. Now, mind you, I texted her this morning, or she asked me what I was wearing, and I was like, look, and I just got off the phone. FaceTime with my other guests, and I'm like, I'll match you guys, let me know. And I'm like, Shannon, we can wear sweats, we can whatever, which I like knew that you weren't gonna do, but I was kind of secretly hoping. And then she's like, no, I'm going gown.
So for me, it's gonna be a gown. I can go one or two. You're like, there's no in between. There's nothing in between that fits. And right now, sweats even are just like looking extremely like large. I mean, and I'm gonna say, God help the person who is nearest to my left or right if I'm hot. And so I was like, I can't do sweats. I just can't do sweats. So I don't know why I thought this dress that's gonna show sweat would be probably better, but I'm feeling cool. I'm feeling cool.
It's also kind of crazy because even just thinking about when you're not pregnant, you still don't really have an in between.
That's true.
Like
know
that's
what?
just you.
You know what? You're right.
Onto something.
What temperature do you sleep at?
68.
68. Okay.
What about you?
So James and I are something that doesn't happen often in marriage. We are the same with our temperatures. We really both like, actually he doesn't mind being hot like in the summertime outside, and I'm like, I want to be in AC. Yeah. But he has ROI on the sun. You know what I mean? Like he lays in the sun.
And we don't.
And I don't. So I'm like, ew, it's fucking hot and I'm going to get burnt and I don't like this. But as far as inside temperatures, we both like to sleep in igloos, like really like that. And I feel like a lot of marriages are one person likes to sleep cold, one person likes to sleep hot. And they're always, my mom and dad are like, they're always fighting about the temperature. They're always like going behind each other's backs and turning the temperature up or down. And my favorite thing about James and I is we both love to sleep at 66, which is kind of crazy, but we've determined that it's like the perfect temperature.
To be honest with you, I'll do a 66.
You could
sometimes 64. Like I go a little crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
But I like to really bundle up.
Same. Okay, I'm a bundle upper, and James
Yes.
bundles up less than me. But 66, we've really landed on, and I'm not kidding. I'm so crazy. Like I'll sometimes be in bed and I'll be like, can you double check that it's at 66? I feel like it might be 67 or 68. And he's like, sure. And then he's like, wow, it really is at 67. And I'm like, it's a little hot. Anyways, all that being said, we're starting to realize like we're going to have a baby and you can't, I need to ask ChatGPT, of course, my doctor. But I presume you cannot, even if she was, because they can't sleep with blankets and stuff at first. So they can only just have a swaddle and a onesie on. I can't imagine that it would be healthy and safe for a very brand new baby to sleep at 66. So we started like trying to like wean ourselves off of the 66. And last night we slept with the house at 68 and like I wanted to die.
It was too hot for you.
Yeah. And then James keeps reminding me, he's like, we'll have her. It'll be a little bit cooler maybe outside. Like it's just really hot outside right now. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like I think I'm going to want to just die.
Yeah. I don't think that there's any solve to that problem.
No, I think I just have to, this is the point where I decide to put her up for adoption. No. Yeah, this is the part where I just hope maternal instincts kick in. And I'm like, I think you just sweat so much in general after you give birth anyways. You know who's sleeping just fine in the temperature? Coco.
Yeah. This house, you just never know. It's either 58 degrees or 84.
I love a dog that snores.
Oh, love a dog that snores.
I think it's like the cutest, sweetest thing.
It is. Coco, if you guys are watching on YouTube, she's sitting next to me. She is a snorer, and it's just such a soft...
No, it's subtle. It's soft.
It's so calming.
There's like a pug snore that I'm not like obsessed with.
You're not like living for that one.
But they have like actual breathing issues.
That's true. I guess we shouldn't really slander their snoring.
I always feel so bad for pugs and like French bulldogs that like they're so adorable. But all my friends that have them, I just feel like they just live in a constant world of like...
Yeah.
And they're just like, and I'm always like, is she okay? They're like, yeah, she just can't really breathe.
It's just kind of how she is.
Okay. She's just been bred way too many times with the same fucking dog.
No, it actually is scary. When Coco became paralyzed and like started going to like PT, my white small fucking dog named Coco. But mind you,
by the way, not that many eye boogers though.
No, and also her real name is Coconut after the American Girl doll dog name. So it's actually a very chic name. But of course, I'm not calling her Coconuts because growing up, my mom didn't let us get dogs until I was like 10.
Really?
So my dog, it was crazy. So my
10's not old.
No, but I was devastated every single day of that first 10 years. So my dog was like my American Girl doll dog,
right.
Coconut. And I was like, well, I'm going to get a real one day. And I turned 18 and I did.
Is that the American Girl dog? Like that's what it looks like?
Yeah, she looks just like him.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Even at 18, you said, I'm living the dream.
I knew. It just kind of worked out that way.
What kind of dog is it?
She's a Maltese Yorkie.
Maltese.
She's a Morkie.
I mean, yeah, a Yorkie, Maltese, anything like that named Coco that's white.
No, I know.
And cannot help but have those little black.
I cannot help. And here's the thing. I really wasn't trying to do that. And I knew going in, but the name Coconut was so sentimental to me.
Right.
That I had to just.
It seems to me like that's exactly what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Exactly. I take it back. Exactly. I never had American Girl dolls.
Oh my God, that was my whole. I was obsessed.
I mean, I seriously.
Mine were hand-me-downs, to be fair, but like I was obsessed.
My cousin Christina had like the one. Samantha. She had Samantha.
Yeah,
that's the bitch, right?
Yes.
Kit. I've always liked the name Kit, and I didn't know Kit Keenan.
Oh yeah.
Was she named after the American Girl doll?
I don't think so.
Yeah, her mom's like cool. I'm sure not.
Probably not.
But
her mom was probably just like, I heard Kit on a vacation 30 years ago.
Oh my God, American Girl doll was probably named after Kit.
Yeah, they took Cynthia's name.
They're like, Cynthia Rollins just named her daughter Kit. We're gonna make this little blonde American Girl doll 100%. Kit.
That's actually probably what happened.
It probably is.
Because it looks like Kit too.
Let's start that rumor.
I like that. We should start more rumors.
I'm down.
I'm always like, Dom and I were talking about that. We kind of went through a phase where we were like starting a lot of rumors.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And I like to start like a harmless rumor. And I like when it comes back to you like 2 years later and like someone believed it and they bring it up again. And you're like, why do I kind of slightly remember that?
Right.
And it's like, oh, because it's a rumor that I started.
Yeah. I really thought the other day I was listening to The Toast and they were talking about Alex Warren. You know, the guy that sings the song Ordinary, whatever. And they started talking about him, and I was like, oh, I love that guy. Like, came from nothing, homeless, on the streets, like, this girl that he was with, and then, like, I just love his story. I've told his story, like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 times anytime the song comes on. I'm like, you know, that guy came from nothing. He was homeless. He was like, they discovered him on the streets, whatever. And then I was like, and everyone's always like, no way. I'm like, yeah, now look at him. And you know, that girl is stuck by his side through it all. Okay, and like, I was listening to The Toast, and they were talking about Alex Warren, and Jackie's like, yeah, I love his music, and she's like, yeah, you know, he was one of the original guys in the Hype House back like when the Hype House was a thing. And I was like, what the fuck?
You're right though. You're still right.
So then they do finish. He was on the Hype House. He was like the least famous one, but he was always doing stuff. I was like, this kid was TikTok fame. Like he was like a fuckboy in LA.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I've literally been like, he was homeless. He came from nothing on the streets. He got discovered panhandling. And then they do say at the end, I was literally about to post and be like, I don't know who I've told, but like, I was so wrong about that. But then they do say, Claudia was like, yeah, and you know, he was homeless. He was like living out of his car at one point, and that girl had always been his girlfriend and stuck by him through it all. And so I was like, okay, I see where the game of telephone got twisted for me, but I am just like, wow, I really made him seem like, you know, he's from like grassroots nothing.
Technically he just started on social and then he blew up his music from that. So you're still right.
Okay.
Because all of those things are true about him.
I thought someone like took a video of him singing like in a subway, and
he was
blew
doing
up.
like David Dobrik style vlogs.
Yes, copying David Dobrik or something, right?
Yes.
The YouTube lore,
which he's
so
open about. I watched him, I think, on like Trisha Paytas or something, and that's where I'm like getting all my information.
Oh, love. Okay,
of course.
No, that's a really good source.
Are you like a Trisha Paytas girl?
So I see Trisha Paytas clips. That's like I don't actively listen to the podcast, but honestly I don't listen to too many podcasts if we're being honest. But whenever I see her clips, like I will watch them in entirety. And TikTok these days I think will literally like let you post a 10-minute clip, so sometimes I'll just be in that bitch. I basically watch her podcast,
so I'll like put it on.
So funny,
like just being at home all the day by myself, like I'll put it on in the back. Oh my god, love.
No, she's great.
I remember the first video I saw Trisha Paytas, I was like 16, and it was something about how she had like 20 sugar daddies, and I was like, what the fuck is happening here? And then you watched it and you're like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And like ever since
I don't know any of her like lore. Is she
I
a
didn't-
YouTube girl from the beginning, like Tana?
Yeah, way before Tana.
Okay.
She's been
OG.
around since probably like I think before YouTube. Like she has
What
been.
was she doing on before
probably
YouTube?
like MySpace. Like I think she's
Oh,
been.
right.
Yes, like she has been. Doing
Is she
it.
sneaky older than she seems? Because she seems young.
She's like 35, I think.
Oh, okay.
But she's been on the internet for like 20 years.
She's just been
She's
on the internet.
Kind of
since
like a
she was
Jeffree Star situation where Jeffree Star's always been around.
Right. Okay.
In
Okay.
like
Okay.
so many different eras.
Yeah. So she just has been on the internet literally since she was like 12 or 13.
Yes, and like she's in a, I think probably like teens, but she's in a her best era yet. She's
No,
definitely
I agree.
had some
No, I've seen
questionable stuff.
I've seen it, and I've like she just seems very grounded now in the clips that I
Yes,
see.
it's
Like
so
I
beautiful.
I like watch her stuff, and I'm like, I agree.
Yeah.
Like she'll say something, and I'm not like, what the fuck? I'm like, such a good point. You've got such a good head on your
take.
shoulders.
Like, she's lived a lot of life, so I feel like if anyone actually has the grounds to speak to anything, it's really Trisha Paytas at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
She's
Trisha Paytas
lived
for
a
president.
billion lives.
Love.
Okay, well, we are just two Southern belles.
Oh yeah, did you actually have something we should talk about? Because I could just do this for another hour.
No, we could literally talk about anything. I was thinking we could talk about being Southern belles, Southern hostesses.
Yeah.
Little home hobby nesting era, because you're doing a lot.
Perfect timing, because literally 2 boxes just got delivered, and all I heard was my husband go, "Oh my god," and then go, "Let me help you with that. Those are heavy. Let me help you with that." And I was like, "Uh-oh." And then I knew it was a delivery, and I was like, that's either the mattress I ordered that I didn't tell him about, which like I'll have to tell my husband about my purchases, but like, you know, I try to be the one to receive the purchases and then discard of the things.
You try to keep him out of the loop completely.
Yeah, I just don't like that middle part. Like,
Yeah.
he sees
The
stuff
communication.
and he'll be like, "Oh, is that new? I love that." And when it's already all set up and like lovely, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I got that the other day." And he's like, "Wow, that looks great." And I'm like, "Thanks." But if he sees the box come, he's like, "What did you order?" And then he's like, "Did we need that?" And it's like, "No, of course we didn't." But like, I don't want to do that whole part of the whole
you have to
shtick.
skip that. Yeah.
And I had an astronomical amount of China delivered today.
Where's it from?
Janori.
Shannon, I was with friends 2 days ago, mutual friends, and I was like, I have yet to be at Shannon's house this summer where there's not a new package of Denori. Think about it.
You weirdly have been.
Every
Oh my God,
time.
and today for your podcast. That's
I know.
really weird.
It's actually crazy every time you guys, and it's actually quite often.
Kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
But it's their like limited edition, like really.
You don't have to justify it.
It's really cool. It's like no, I'm just explaining it for those
Okay.
listening. It's like very like ocean, like so like kings and queens, and then the like ocean theme. It's really cool. But they were like, it was like so many got delivered. What I like to do is I like to like sell something. It's like going to the pawn shop. This is what I tell James. He's like, "It's girl math." I'm like, "It's not girl math." You would have been so proud of me if I took 2 Chanel bags to the pawn shop and came back with a whole brand new set of China. You would have been like, great trade, babe."
So true.
He's like, "No." I would have said, "I know pawn shops offer cash. Like, why didn't you get cash?" And I was like, whatever. But I just like sold a couple bags, and then I was like, and then I'm gonna spend that money on China, so it was free. Obviously, it's just like
Obviously.
the China had just been sitting in my closet, collecting dust, basically. And that got delivered, and I thought, I fucking love buying China and knowing that one day I'm gonna host some gorgeous little soiree, and people are gonna be like, "Where are all these gorgeous plates from?" And it's gonna thrill me to no end.
No, it's going to be a top 3 moment for you. It's like
100%.
getting married, giving birth, someone asking where your China's from.
Yes,
That
Yes.
is really huge for you.
in no particular order.
No, in no particular order.
We don't have to put an order to it.
What's the update with the pantry? Because like I would like to see the updates.
The pantry is getting painted today. You know, I've gotten this like really sick obsession with, and I hope this is not like a trendy thing. I don't think arches are trendy. They were doing it back in Renaissance days.
They're not trendy, but you really do love an arch.
I found a contractor who can bust those bitches out in
It's
an hour.
quick.
It's crazy. And then he sends his drywall guy, and the drywall guy just like spackles it right up. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And so any door I can take off its frame, I'm just arching the shit out of everything in my house. And James literally the other day was like, I was like, he goes, "What are we gonna do here?" I go, "Well, the only thing is I feel like this door," he goes, you want to take the door off and put an arch? And I was like, I just don't feel like we need a door there. I feel like it kind of closes off the space. He's like, okay. So I'm kind of just like turning our house into like a mousetrap game where you can just go through any door or any like archway. But yeah, we got an arch put in to the pantry. That was new. It got painted. The cabinets are in, and our countertops get installed on like the 26th. I took your advice. I did like a big china wall like display, then I have some hang down stuff for like wall tablecloths.
Oh, I cannot wait.
So it's like it's turning into a slight hosting element of the closet. She like made me a whole Pinterest board and was like, here, you need a hosting closet. And
yes,
I
I truly believe like in my soul that like my ministry here on this earth is for everyone to get their own hosting closet. I think it's the most practical thing in my home. It's the most used. Like I know that everyone's gonna relate to this and love this. So like my hosting closet is my pride and joy.
I like what you said yesterday on your Instagram. Someone was like, do you ever get annoyed and like at your friends for not hosting and feel like you always have to host and I was like, oh, I wonder what her take is. And she's like, no, I always want to be the one to host. I always would rather people come to my house. I've always been like this. I was like, so true. Like,
even growing up when like friends would come over, I was always the house that people would come over to our house. Yes. Like I'm just so like I would rather it be at my house all the time. Now here in Nashville, no, because like my house here is so small. I do still host, like I'll do dinner parties and stuff in my patio, but no, like I want to be the one to host all the time. I want everyone at my house. I want like even just like friends coming over. Like there are people at my house every single day, and that is because I don't go to other people's houses. I go to my house. That's all I've always been.
I love it. No, I'm excited. I think we're both. That's the Southern gal in us. Did your mom always host? My mom is. And my dad, they are the hosters. Like their house is the entertaining house. No one, like actually, like the other day, I think I called my mom and I was like, "Where are you at?" And she was like, "We just ran over to Todd and Kendra's house." And I was like, "Are they okay?" Like I really thought like something must have happened that they were over there. And mom was like, "No, we just came for happy hour." I was like, "That's weird as fuck." Like everyone comes to. We actually hated it as kids. Now that's just because we were like kids and we were like, "Your friends are you're always so loud." And I think we were just like salty because my mom would never let like. It was like the case of the matter of like no one's gonna drop their kid off 15 minutes from home and then come out or school night. But I was like, we all always have y'all's friends over always. And she's like, okay. But like that was how I grew up with like my mom always hosting. My mom, I make this joke, but it's not a joke. She doesn't know how to cook for less than 15 people. So like we will eat as a family of 5, and then like let's just say like I don't know, my brother's not there or something, and I'm like, Mom, why'd you make 2 giant like industrial sized pans of mac and cheese? She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, the amount of mac and cheese. Why'd you make that much? She's like, because everyone loves it. I'm like, there's 4 of us here. Like she's just such a hosting entertainer by nature. Like that's just like it's ingrained in her brain.
Yeah, my parents are like that. My mom, my stepdad specifically are like always entertaining, always hosting. Now I've taken it to the next level. I will say,
listen.
Like, of course, the ways that we're, it's definitely gotten a little bit more extreme. I wouldn't put that on them. But they are definitely the ones who are like always hosting and doing things. I also wonder how much of it is me being a child of divorce where I want everyone at my house because I didn't really have that growing up.
Okay.
Even though like my mom, like we would do it, but like it was all split. I wanted everyone together. So I think that like there's some sort of trauma response there. Like I need to like psychoanalyze. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you ever want to parent trap your parents, or were you like, no, that would never work? Or did you find like fantasy in that movie, or were you like, that would literally never work with my parents?
I think in the first probably year or maybe during the divorce, but after I was like, y'all are good.
Yeah. Wait. You guys were onto something.
I was like, maybe you guys had a point
this
here.
Was the right choice. Glad you guys did this.
So I don't think so. And also I had like step siblings like pretty fast. So after that, it was just kind of like fun. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It's a little bit of a mess, but it was like fun. Okay. So back to us being like a Southern hostess, like goddesses, literally perfect and amazing and
perfect, amazing, stunning.
So if you're hosting, because you host like family stuff now. Like, what kind of a host are you? Like, my favorite clip of you on the podcast ever is when you talk about how, like, when people are coming up to your home, you don't want anyone to ever know that anyone's ever lived there.
Yeah. That's definitely a trauma response for me as well. Yeah. I mean, I have this, like, deep innate need for things to be, like, really like in their place and clean, and I'm getting better about that because I also love for things to look lived in, and that's come with just like growing up and realizing that people don't what everyone says is true. Like people don't actually expect your house to be so. I don't walk into someone's house and check the fucking corners of the place, but I do really like my house to look like I prepared for a party. Now, I don't even mean like theme wise. Like I love that you do themes and stuff, but when someone gets there, I want there to be like wine in a cooler, not like they get there and I'm like, can I get you something to drink? We have wine in the fridge. Like, I want it to look like I put something on display for them. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
I just like, and I really have like an obsession with like personalized things, and Etsy makes it like so easy. You know, I haven't gotten into like the cricket game myself because it feels really tedious and like something I wouldn't want to do. You know, like the cutout.
Oh no, I know. Yeah, so I know.
Are you a cricketer?
Yes, like I've worked with them in the past and I've done stuff, but like
it's hard. No,
it is hard. It's honestly, it's actually really not hard. It's just if I were to dedicate, like if I had room for more hobbies.
Yes.
So I would rather just buy it.
And you don't, by the way.
And by the way, when am I gonna fit that in?
You don't.
I have no room for that.
You really don't. I think cricket's got to go on the lower end of the list.
I do too.
Of the
but I
priorities.
do like it. I have like family members that cricket, and like I like that.
Yeah, I love a little personalized moment. Like if I know it's gonna be someone's like James's family came into town and his brother's birthday fell on one of the days, and like we had a dinner planned to go out and we had like everything planned, but I was like, well, no, he has to come downstairs to like a banner with his face on it and stickers with his face on it and like cute. I think I really deeply love for people to feel special.
Yes.
And I just really like when people feel like, I don't know, like I got a director's chair for Courtney and I'm like, oh my God, it has to say producer Courtney on it. I can just buy a director's chair. Like I just like for people to feel like that's like theirs and they have like their own little moment. So
I just like to make all the moments like more special. That's what it is. And it's so much more fun. Like I don't want to just like be bored all the time. You know what I mean? Like I like that.
You make everything special with all the themes. And I kind of have like things I go back to. Like I have like my chinas and my things that I like constantly gravitate towards. I feel like you make things fresh every time, which is like really cool.
Well, I think that's also because like I am childless and was single for so long. I think like that's what I had so much time on my hands to do this. But like I want to go into like your stuff that you're grabbing for. Like I also like make a lot of content around it. I own a home brand, so it makes it easier for me to like go all out about it because it is like technically part of my job.
There also are like 3 Mackenzie Childs boxes literally on your front
porch
right
subject.
now.
They sent it to the wrong house, so now I'm a little bit stressed. I'm having to send it back really very quickly.
Oh no.
I know, but you know I do love Mackenzie. You know I have a Mackenzie Childs closet in my house.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
Oh yes.
I'm obsessed.
I'm really a Mackenzie Childs girl.
I mean,
particular.
It suits you. It looks really, really good with all the stuff you do.
I just like the check. I've got the mocha. I've got the pink. I've got
the check is fabulous.
Emerald on its way. I just got sterling check. Stunning.
Gorgeous. I love that for all seasons. I like for Christmas I like to make the house insane. Like I was really adamant that I wanted Christmas at our house this year since we'll have a newborn is a 3-month-old still a newborn?
Yes.
Yeah, right? Anyways, we'll have a newborn at home and I just want it to be like special in her first Christmas, and every year I order like a lot of Christmas decorations and then I'm like, but then I'll have it forever. And then I won't need to order more the next year. And then somehow the Christmas comes along and I'm like, oh my God, I literally need about 4 more things. This year it was the needlepoint stockings.
Yes, the needlepoint stockings. Also, Shannon, something you guys should know is that she decorates for everything. Every time I come to your house, there's like a new holiday or something coming up, all new decor. And it's not just like, oh, there's something cute on the porch. It's like everywhere and it looks incredible. Like I loved the Easter stuff.
The Easter stuff, you know, I don't know what I was personally going through at the time, but I went really fucking crazy. I'm not even like hard for that. I'm not even like that. Like Easter, like I don't even know why. My mom loves Easter. Like I bet she would say it's one of her favorite holidays if I asked her. So maybe I was just like trying to like emulate that feeling because my mom really decorates a lot for Easter at the house. But I went balls to the fucking wall for the bunny this year.
Unreal. The bunnies. I mean, there had to have been at least 40.
And then I took then once Easter was over, I was like, okay, but it's still spring. So I took like bunny paraphernalia away and then
the eggs were gone.
Yeah, eggs and bunnies left. Carrots. Some remained, some left. But then I was just like, you know, this is still a beautiful spring awakening in the home for decoration. Yeah, I really like that. The one thing I don't decorate for is I don't go all out for Halloween inside my house. I just decorate the porch really big because we live in a neighborhood and I'd like to make it like fun for the kids. I do like a fog machine and like scary stuff.
That's cute.
It's cute. Except for, oh my gosh, I was there were trick-or-treaters this year and I, like I said, I really decked out my porch. And like had like music playing, and if I saw a group of older kids coming, I'd even change the music to be more like spooky music. And then when it was younger kids, it was like, it's the Monster Mash. Like I was like trying to like, you know, like
you were DJing,
getting the vibe. Yo, it's getting the vibe. I literally have no life. And there was like a fog machine and it was like all this like fun stuff, right? And this group of kids came, and you know that room I have that's like, I call it the Ralph Lauren like polo room, but it's like gorgeous. It's fucking stunning. Okay, it's like plaid wallpaper. Very.
It looks like you're in like the Polo Bar.
Yeah, it's like you know, one of my favorite things, and it's the entry. It's the you can see it. It's the first room in our house, and you can see it through the windows on purpose. And I had all the lights lit so that, you know, the adults that came by with their kids would be like, wow, what a gorgeous room. Okay, I'm thinking of all these things. I seriously have got to get another job. And these kids came to my front porch, and they were a little bit older, but maybe not that old. They were like 10, 11, 12. And I was like, I was not being seen. I had a thing. I wasn't answering the door. I had a card that said like, take 1 or 2 or like whatever. We had plenty of candy. And these kids, so I'm like, ooh, just like wanted to see their reactions. They were like, ooh, that room is ugly. And someone's like, yeah, and this porch sucks. And I was like, when I tell you, crushed. I was like, are you serious? Like, first, absolutely shitted on the Ralph Lauren room. Like, okay, fine. Maybe these kids have no taste. All right. But then they were like, this porch is lame. And someone was like, nice fog machine. And I was like, hey. What the fuck?
Did you say something?
No, but I was hurt.
You got it.
I went and told James. I said, these kids just shit on us so hard. And like, I had like, I had dye-free candy, like whatever. I know some parents are super particular. So I had a separate thing that said dye-free candy, but I'm also like, you know, I'm not fucking the spawn of Satan. I think kids should still eat Crunch bars and fucking Airheads Extremes on Halloween. So I had a legit like big bowl full of really yummy candy. So it wasn't even like they were pissed that I had like, you know, dye-free gummy bears and pretzels, you know, like I like my porch fucking ruled. They were ruthless.
It's like out of a movie. This porch sucks.
This porch sucks. Nice fog machine. And by the way, the most embarrassing part of it all is picture me. The fog machine doesn't run on a constant. I have the button. And so when I saw them pull up, I was like, I'm like pressing the fog machine button, hiding behind a corner. And they're like, oh, nice fog machine. This porch is so lame. And someone's like, I don't like that room. It's ugly. And I was like,
Shannon. Guys, for context too, when anyone comes over to Shannon's house, she's like, oh, hi, welcome to the house. Oh, have you seen this room?
Like, I'm literally like, oh, this whole thing.
She's like, oh, she's like, let's just take a stop in here really quickly.
The only thing it's missing, and this might be why the kids thought it was ugly, an arch.
Oh.
I could arch it, and maybe they would like it.
You're so right, because if it was arch, the kids wouldn't think it was ugly.
They would have liked it more. They would have respected it more. It needs an arch. No, Taylor, my best friend Taylor decorates her house for Halloween, like, beyond. It's like her thing. Like, it's literally, she is the queen of Halloween. And I don't know if that just like discourages me because I'm just like, oh, I can't be fucked to do all the stuff she does, or what it is. If it's, I don't decorate for fall really, but I have like fall-esque, I'll host a fall party, but I'm not like decorating my house for fall.
Yes.
But also, we're Southern girls. Like, fall is football season. Like,
yes,
I'm hosting all the time. I don't need there to be like turkeys, paper-mache turkeys on stuff.
I don't decorate for fall or Halloween, and let me tell you why. That's because my Christmas tree is up on before October 31st.
And that is too soon.
That is too soon. Yeah,
too
it is.
soon.
But you have to think about it. Like, I have to have the content ready to go for the girlies.
She does. She does.
This year, do you want to know when we're setting up my Christmas tree?
When?
You can't judge me.
Wait, okay, you said you normally do it when?
Well, last year I did it for Halloween for a little boost of serotonin. I felt like I deserved it.
That's crazy.
Normally, it's November 1st. Normally.
I'm happy to put it up. I do like halfway through November. But my birthday's November 22nd, and the house is usually almost always decorated for Christmas.
No, mine has to be November 1st. Because, like, Christmas season, especially when Thanksgiving falls later in the year, you don't have that much time there. And I put so much work. I put a lot of effort into
I
this.
stand by, if you are like a master decorator, you're doing so much work. I need that shit up for longer than 25 days.
100%. Absolutely. And I'll leave it until, like, January 7th.
That's crazy. December 26th, I take my stuff down.
I keep it up through New Year's Eve because that's my way of like making it longer. Anyway, this year, just with my travel schedule, and like also we've got to shoot
the travel schedule.
With my travel schedule and being back and forth, and like I'm gonna come home mid-November, and I don't want to put my tree up then. Also, we have to shoot some Christmas stuff for a friend of mine.
Late. I agree.
October 2nd. Shannon. I know, but I'm gonna be gone.
So let me ask you this: so when you were planning your travel, you were such a planner. I love this about you. I'm sure Courtney loves this about you. Like the way you talk about podcasting and you're like, this will come out in 4 weeks. I'm like, oh, what are you prepping for? She's like, nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? Courtney's like, so the episode's coming out on Tuesday. It's Monday. You got anything for me? I'm like, yeah, let me spit on these ones and twos real quick. I can think of something to talk about. She's like, what the fuck? Sorry, Courtney. I love you. Anyways, so when you're planning your scheduling and stuff, you really like, you sat down, and this is not me judging you at all, but you were like, okay, so when you thought to yourself, like, when will I decorate for Halloween?
Yeah,
for Christmas.
You have to understand, like, my mom is an interior decorator. I grew up in a house where I wasn't allowed to touch the main Christmas tree because this is just such a stunning tree. The kids had kids trees, which was just her way of like getting us away from her tree.
Right.
And we would have to help her, but like it wasn't a super fun experience. The kids trees are fun, you know? Yeah. It was like, you know, the trees you have to like put every single branch on, and then you come out and like your hands are bleeding, and it was just awful. Yeah, it was like it was awful.
Fake trees are like a parent that cares more. It's an oxymoron, because you would think like a fake tree might like insinuate that like, oh, you don't feel like going out to get a real tree. No, like any bitch I grew up with whose parents had a fake tree, I was like, oh, they are like serious about decorating.
They mean business.
My parents could not, like, they always made Christmas special. This is not me like shitting on them at all, but like we would just go to this place called Harmon's Tree Farm, and they like let you cut down your own tree, and we'd always end up with a Charlie Brown Christmas tree because my parents would be like, not the Fraser firs, get over here, those are too expensive. And it'd always be some crooked one that my dad would be like, they could straighten that up when they cut the stem, and we'd be like, it's kind of crooked, and we'd put it in a corner, so there'd always be some like whack ass thing wrong with the tree. My dad's like, that'll be facing the wall, and I'm like, okay. And they were always so short because I grew up in like a double wide, so like the ceilings you cannot have more than a 5-foot tree. And so yeah, our Christmas tree decorating was really just me and my sister like fighting over like who got the like tangly ornament that we wanted to touch.
No, our Christmas tree decorating was an Olympic sport. It was so crazy. My mom, like, there was a couple years with like her design stuff where she was decorating other people's homes for Christmas. Like, it's a huge thing. So I knew that, and also I just know that about myself, that like I would be absolutely devastated if I came home mid-November and like my Christmas tree wasn't up.
It would feel funny.
I wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm leaving, and I have to have it up before I leave, so when I come back, it will be there. And I'm sure I'll leave a couple things up, so I'll do that in November. But as far as like the actual tree, now listen, my tree is a really stunning tree currently. It's looking absolutely fabulous, looking absolutely amazing. And every year I say I'm going to change up the decor, but it's just so good. I need another year with it. I don't have a new vision. I'm not inspired. Like,
do you like tinsel?
Yeah, I have tinsel.
You like tinsel on it?
Yeah, I do.
You either are or aren't a tinsel person.
No, I'm a tinsel girl. I became a tinsel girl, though, when it became, like, trendy a couple years ago.
Okay. My parents fought over it every year. My mom's from Louisiana, and she grew up with, like, tinsel, like, it's a bit, like, like, back then it was, like, it's a bit trashy, but, like, in a fun way.
Yes.
And my dad was like, no, like, classic, no tinsel. So they would, like, alternate years. So, like, we would have, like, a year with tinsel, a year without tinsel, and then like I can't remember which one. One of my parents likes colored lights, the other one doesn't. So there's like ours like always look different every year. But our cat would always eat our tinsel, and then it's actually, I don't know if someone's gonna be like, that's not true and you're spreading misinformation. Like I said, I wanted to start more rumors. I don't think it's dangerous for cats unless they're like really little. But all I know is that our cats would always eat the tinsel, and then they would poop, and their poop would be wrapped perfectly in tinsel, and it was like kind of a gorgeous thing.
Kind of a sleigh.
Kind of a sleigh. Like their poop would literally be wrapped in sparkle tinsel.
No, we never had tinsel growing up, and I would have never been allowed to, probably because my mom had such a specific vision. We also weren't allowed. My mom's actually a very nice woman, guys. My mom is like practically Gandhi. She's actually the least judgmental person you've ever met in your life.
I love it. She just has a vision
so
that
chill,
she wanted
but
to
she
execute.
has a vision. Yeah. If we would beg for those like blow up things in the yard.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
We would beg for them. My mom, over her fucking dead body.
And here's the thing. If my child, I grew up with those.
My mom would
There was a couple times my parents put one on the roof. Okay.
That's what I wanted.
Them. We loved them. If this precious child says, Mom, I want a blow, I will be like, absolutely not. That's so tacky. That's so trashy. We're going to go to Grandma and Grandpa's house. They have blow up things.
And you're going to love it.
And you're going to love it.
We had those cute, like the reindeer in the yard that were white, that were really like nice looking. But my mom got them from like a cheap, like she wasn't spending a ton of money. It wasn't, but it was like.
Do you ever have neighborhood kids make your reindeer like that hump? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. But of course.
Of course.
But of course.
My mom was also really into Halloween. Like she would always say, she doesn't
fun.
anymore that they're out of the house. I feel like once I have kids, I'll be really into Halloween, and then that's where my November 1st, like effective immediately date will go into place.
Maybe you're right. Maybe like it'll be because like
I think it's a kid thing.
Magic. When you go over to Taylor's house, even as an adult, you're like, this is magical. And I say to her every time I go, what would it be like to have a mom like this? Like, this is just so crazy. Like, your kids do not realize like how truly lucky they are that they just get to walk into Hogwarts. Like,
Yeah, literally.
she does it up so good, and not in like a haunted house scary way, like a really beautiful magical way. You've been over there, Courtney, for her house during you'll have to come over and see it during. It is like she's a force of nature. Maybe you're right, maybe kids will like bring it out in us.
I think kids will. I really do.
Cute. Well, you can decorate kids' spaces so cute. Like
So
there's
true.
things like she buys stuff that I couldn't buy because I'm like, well, that's like little kitty and she's decorating a playroom, but it's so adorable to see. But I'm like, but I don't have a space like that. So maybe after you have kids, you like want to do more stuff like that.
I can't even imagine the amount of shopping you're gonna do, like, for children.
I keep saying something so dumb. I keep going, last big purchase before kids, like as if when you have kids then you don't make big purchases anymore. But I guess I just mean like frivolous, selfish purchases. But I just feel like I'll just like change and just start doing that like for my kid, just start buying like dumb stuff for my kids.
Yeah,
but I do think people think I'm gonna buy a bunch of like random like Gucci shirts and shit
Oh,
for
I
my
don't
kids.
think that.
I won't do that. Like, that just seems silly.
yeah, because it's not for you. Like,
Yeah, also I'm like, I can't wear this.
No, I think you would just be like, this is gonna be like a 2-day. But honestly,
They would
I get
outgrow
why
it.
why they would think that.
But of course, no, I understand.
But I don't feel like you would do that.
it just feels like it feels like they're gonna grow out of it so fast. Like, why would I mean, I've been gifted a couple things and I'm like, slay.
I was gonna say, I think like you will have those as gifts.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Please feel free to gift
Yeah.
me.
I don't think it's gonna be like you, but I just mean like cute stuff, like all the decor and everything.
Yeah, I would love.
But
to.
you really do go out. Like, guys, I wish it's seriously, it's like every time I come to the house, there's something new. Last week, well, right now it's nesting. Every time I come to the house, there's something new going on. Whether it's new, the house is fully decorated for some sort of event, some sort of
Or
holiday, some
construction.
sort of whatever, or it's a construction zone.
And
Which, by the way, your house is very organized for it being a construction zone.
Oh, that's nice. That's a disease that I personally need to get diagnosed for. I think anyone that's listening to this that's been pregnant, because I see a lot of TikToks that are like, I'm 37 weeks pregnant, so obviously I have to renovate the kitchen. It's like there's something that there's this like, it feels like a ticking time bomb. Maybe that's what it is, where it's like this. You think I'll never do this after the baby comes, as if a baby literally like completely will not allow you to do anything else with your life or house, which is just simply not true. Obviously things change and your timing will be different, and you know, you'll have more priorities, but there is something that like I think women have deep inside of them where they're like, if I don't do this right now, I'll never have another opportunity as long as I live.
Literally,
And
ever
so that's
again.
I'm living life like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like really planning for stuff, being like, she's due September 8th. If I can have the countertops put in on the 7th, there's no way my water's gonna break, right? Like, I'm psycho. I'm deranged. But I think if you're pregnant and you're listening to this, you're like, nah, I get it.
I also feel that way about like dumb stuff already. I can't even imagine like when I'm pregnant. Like, I'll be like, oh, I have this on this date, so my house has to be full. Like, I'm
Yeah.
always, one thing about me is I'm always doing a home project.
Yeah, I have like let myself protected my peace a little bit with her nursery. Her nursery won't be done by the time she's here, and I talked to a couple people online that have like stunning nurseries that are just like gorgeous beyond my inspo for all home interior stuff. I do you follow Mary Orton? Like, I love her.
No.
You would love her stuff. She's fabulous. And she messaged me because I posted like, I'm stressed. Like, I just don't think I'll have the nursery done. And first of all the moms that don't even care about interiors are like, babe, don't stress. Your baby is not going to be in that nursery for the first 6 weeks of its life, 3 weeks of its life, whatever. Like, you got time. Like, she's with you, and our house is set up where all the other bedrooms are upstairs and our bedroom's downstairs. So definitely she'll be with us for a while, you know? And so that was comforting. But then like, I was listening to people who have the most gorgeous, stunning homes that I just like gawk over and can't even believe. And she's like, Shannon, this wasn't done until my kid was a year old. Like, don't put pressure on yourself. And so I'm like, okay, I got to protect my peace and not rush, because I also will find myself like rushing through details that matter.
Oh, me too.
And then I'll be like, fuck the baseboards. And then like, I'll have the shittest baseboards because I'm like, who fucking needs them?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, oh my God, why did I rush that?
Yeah,
That
I
is
do that all the time.
bad.
And I'm like, this actually looks horrible.
Yeah, because I just like didn't have the patience.
One thing about me is I don't have the patience.
Yeah, it's a virtue that I'm hoping kids help me with that. Do you think that having kids helps you with patience? Courtney, I'm asking. She's got a daughter. Yeah, okay. I hope I get some of that.
I think it has to. And like, I hope God himself comes down and gives that to me, because that's what we're looking at.
I love instant gratification.
Immediate gratification. Immediate, especially in shopping. Like
100%.
if I like something, if I have an idea, it's done in 2 seconds.
Yeah, grass doesn't grow under her feet. No. What are you most excited for your next hosting?
Well, I'm in the middle of doing like a bunch of Nancy Meyers movies, and I want to do The Intern. Have you seen The Intern before?
I haven't seen any movies.
Any period, just in general. By the way, I haven't
Titanic.
either. I haven't either.
Like, no, people will like say stuff.
Like, you haven't seen like The Holiday? You've seen The Parent Trap?
I've seen The Parent Trap. I think
Something's Gotta Give.
Are you saying that to me, or is that the name of the movie? No.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
No.
Shannon, what?
But I know like references, like Binny Boo Boo's from that, right? And she wears a yellow dress.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, I could tell you things like about them.
So
then also I'm like, why am I watching this? Already fucking everyone's ruins it all.
I'm not a huge movie watcher either, but I love a Nancy Meyers movie.
James can't believe, like, most people cannot believe I haven't seen, like, I have not seen movies.
That's how Macy is too. Macy hasn't seen anything, period. She like couldn't watch certain things, and then she just like hasn't seen anything.
I don't know. I just haven't seen movies. But Nancy Meyers, I haven't seen any movies. Is that the detective? Who am I thinking of?
Nancy Drew.
What's Nancy Meyers?
Nancy Meyers is a writer-director, and she has all these movies that are amazing, and like the movies themselves are incredible. It's actually really cool because it's always centered on a woman who's like over 40. She's really ahead of her times, whatever. The movies are amazing, and they make you feel something. No, she's writing these. I actually don't know. I mean, you'd be writing them anyways. I don't think so. Because I would have read the books, I think. But
okay,
anyway.
Nancy Drew is mystery novels.
Drew is mystery novels for young adults.
Got it.
Children, yes.
But
I'm a huge Nancy Drew fan as well.
Goosebumps. Yeah. Not the same person.
Right. I don't think so. And Nancy Meyers and Nancy Drew are 2 different people.
And so
Nancy Drew, in fact, isn't real.
Oh my God. She's the detective?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Nancy Meyers, the director,
is a real person.
Yeah, she's a real person. But in like the hosting home space, she's very known because everyone loves like a Nancy Meyers aesthetic, because there's a very specific feel to all of her movies. I'm
Googling Nancy Meyers
aesthetic. It's very like this is very Nancy Meyers aesthetic in here.
Okay.
But there's this man, I believe his name's John Hutman. I'm obsessed with him on YouTube, and he is a set designer for a ton of these movies, and he's also done other ones, and then he recaps others. So he'll go in, he's like, I designed The Holiday, and he'll go through all of it, and it's so interesting.
Is The Holiday a Nancy Meyers movie?
Yes. So many of the movies that like I loved growing up that like shaped me, that were my favorite movies like feeling wise, are also my favorite movies like aesthetically. So that like really leans into all of that stuff.
I love.
So I'm going through a series where I'm doing dinner parties themed to every single one, because we did The Holiday, and not to brag, but she reposts them, and so did Cameron Diaz. And but so many, we've done a ton. So anyways, we're doing The Intern next.
Okay.
At some point, I keep saying I'm gonna do this, and in that movie, it's such an amazing movie. If you just want to cry, that's such a sweet movie.
Intern, Nancy Meyers.
It's Robert De Niro and Anne Hathaway, and Robert De Niro plays this like 80-year-old man who's retired. He's a widow, and he's like looking for something to do.
Do they fall in love?
No.
Okay,
no.
I was like, ew.
Anne Hathaway owns this company that's like this big. She's like the girl boss era. Like, she's built this company in 18 months, has 205 employees. Like, it's like super successful. It's like,
don't tell me the ending, because I want to watch it now.
Oh, I won't tell you the ending, but they go in and they offer this like senior internship program, like for actual senior citizens, not like whatever.
Oh.
So he goes in and interns. It's a really sweet movie.
Precious.
So I want everyone to like bring an old person.
Okay.
But like realistically, I'm gonna have to like not actually do an old person. I'll probably just be like, there has to be like 4 people under 30 and like 4 people over like, I'm going to lower it to 50 because there's certain people I want to invite. So they don't count because they're not old, but you know what I mean? We're going to, like, mentorship.
I think you should definitely rephrase from old if you're inviting 50-year-olds.
Well, I can't. That's what I'm saying. They're not actually going to be old. In a dream world, they'd be over 80.
Right. it's
kind of impossible to get them to do that. Like, I don't know enough 80-year-olds, so I'm going to have to do it to where they're, like, internship. It's going to be, like, I don't know.
I see your point. Whenever
really needs to be over 70, but I don't know what I'm going to do.
70-year-olds these days don't even look 70.
I know, it's because they're all getting facelifts.
I know.
Are you gonna get a facelift?
Not now.
I don't think you'd ever need a facelift.
No, I'm sure I will. I've got
really
thin skin.
Okay, I guess.
I'm sure if I don't need a facelift, I'll still get a facelift.
Everyone has like the half facelift. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, it's like a nip tuck. I don't know. I will say when I got my bleph done, my upper bleph.
Yes, you were on the podcast then.
Oh my God! Right, guys. How do my lids look? Whenever I got that done, he said like it was and I think I might have said this on the podcast too, that it was like a gateway drug. Because remember I was like, some margaritas, I was like, this is like literally the easiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
I don't feel the stitches. And he was like, the Bluff and Upper Bluff specifically is such an easy recovery. Like, I am talking the next day. I was like, let's like go to dinner. And I just kept freaking out like Frankenstein because I felt so okay and was in no pain. I never took so much as like a Tylenol. I think the first day I took a Tylenol.
Yeah,
anyways, it's just so easy. But he was like, yeah, it's a gateway drug because people do that first. And then they think like everything must be so easy. And the recovery and downtime from a facelift is one of the most like grueling and painful things ever. And he had someone staying with him that had gotten a facelift. And I remember they were like I was hearing them like moan. Oh. Like they were like in excruciating pain.
I just think I don't have
a really
the
big
confidence
surgery
to get a facelift. I think I would be too scared.
What people would say?
No, the risk? I don't care about that at all. I would be too worried that it would come out bad.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like your face, like that is so.
Your face is,
yeah, like Lindsay Lohan's looking great right now. Let me tell you.
Can you believe she straight up came out and was like, guys, I've had nothing done. When would I have the time? I'm like, what do you mean?
That's like, crazy. I didn't even know she did that.
You went dark for a few years there, and like, you look great, and you don't have to come out and say you had a facelift, but it's crazy.
Just don't say you didn't.
It's crazy to come out and be like, guys, I've done nothing.
I actually think that's like, I hate when people do that. I think that's like so detrimental.
She really was like, guys, I've done nothing, and like, I'm laughing with all of my friends in management. Like, when would I have the time? And I was like,
when would you have the time?
You literally can't say you've done nothing. Even if you were like, I had some whack stuff done to my face that I undid, and so now I've just been getting lasers and peels. But like, everyone that thinks I got a facelift, I didn't go get a facelift. Like, but the fact that she's like, I've done nothing, and when would I have the time? Also, you're a mega rich celebrity. You've got time. What do you mean? When would I have the time?
Also, like, even at bare minimum, she's getting probably like lasers and all these things. Like, you're still getting things done, like facials instead of like.
I probably still wouldn't have believed her if she said she just got lasers and stuff. But
no, same.
But like, to come out and be like, I've done nothing. I was like, girl.
Shannon, but I'm like such an idiot when it comes to that stuff. At first, I was like, I think that was just bad lighting, and that's good lighting. Like, I'm such an idiot. And then as time went on, I was like, I think you guys are onto something. I don't care. I mean, I don't like lying. I don't condone lying about what things
you don't have to force it. I don't like people forcing others to say what they've got done.
Agreed.
Like,
I don't think
like
anyone is entitled to any of that information, but I don't like when people did and then they lie and tell people that they didn't.
You just don't
say anything. Don't address it ever.
Yeah, just don't say anything.
And I don't care, and that's fine.
And by the way, she wasn't asked in an interview. She like came out with a statement.
Yeah, she looks absolutely incredible though. Like, I'm like so obsessed with that. Speaking of Nancy Meyers,
who I know very well,
Parent Trap. Nancy Meyers, Nancy Drew.
Oh my gosh, Nancy Meyers did the Parent Trap?
Yes, that's why I asked if you'd seen that one. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so and then you did the iconic Parent Trap movie.
Yeah, so that was part of the Nancy Meyers
dinner.
That
was a part of your series.
I did the movie too. I did Parent Trap and I did Elizabeth James from the Parent Trap. So I've done two for the Parent Trap. But yes, it's a huge thing. Doing themes is really fun because everyone leans in. That's what I've realized in hosting. Like, I was doing all these dinners and people would just kind of show up and they weren't really like trying or doing anything. But when you do a theme, everyone gets excited about it.
True. I would be excited about a theme. What was the one you just did?
Grey Gardens.
What's Grey Gardens?
Oh, Shannon.
Is it a movie or a book or what is it?
It's a documentary, but listen, like, that you actually should watch this because you would love Grey Gardens.
Grey Gardens.
So Grey Gardens is an estate in the Hamptons that was owned at the time by Jackie Kennedy's cousins. There was two of them, like a mother-daughter duo who lived in this house. It was like a 28-bedroom insane house, so nice. They just kind of like went decrepit. Like, they were living in one bedroom. There was 30 cats, all these raccoons, and it's just
I was gonna say, I just looked at a picture. It looks really ratchet.
No, it's really crazy. It's really, really crazy, but it's just a really iconic documentary, and it was literally released in like 1975. Was? Yes, it's a very, very iconic documentary, and you just love little Edie. Like, everyone just like loves them. It's very much so like people are not making fun of them. They're like, but they love them. It's a comfort watch.
Is this someone dressing up as a documentary? Because that's an actor from The Office.
Oh, so they made a mockumentary on it too.
A mockumentary.
Mm-hmm. And there's like a movie on it as well. But
there's just too much to watch.
Grey Gardens is so crazy, but Briley loves Grey Gardens and like forever had been like, can we do a dinner party themed to Grey Gardens? So it just finally like worked out.
Okay,
but
fun.
That was a really fun one. And like, I love a niche theme. That's another
That is very
tip.
niche
Themes, because even like like people just get so much more into them. And like, even just seeing on social like the videos that I post of hosting, the ones that pop off are always like the more niche, the better it does. Because they're sending it to someone.
Agreed.
So good. But Grey Gardens was amazing.
Oh, okay. I need to watch it. I'll watch it when I get home.
It's absolutely incredible. It's a must.
Okay, I will. And so what's the next Nancy Meyers one you're doing?
The Intern will be the next one. That's the Nancy Meyers movie too.
Right. Oh,
and then I don't know after that. I've got, well, Father of the Bride, but I just feel like there's a, you know, the Father of the Bride. Are you familiar? Of course you're not. It's a really sweet movie. There's Father of the Bride 1 and 2.
I was just going to say, aren't there multiples?
Yes.
But I think I get that mixed up with Meet the Fockers.
Oh, I love Meet the Fockers.
Is that a similar vibe?
Kind of, in a way.
Okay.
Ish, I guess.
There's something firing
There's something, but it's just fun to like do all these.
I know.
Things.
I live for the day that I can come to one.
I know. We'll have to coordinate our schedules. You with the baby and me.
You with your Christmas tree.
Me and my Christmas tree on October 2nd. Yeah, literally. It's like so out of control.
I will
Shannon.
come.
It is actually out of control.
And I love dressing up. I'm really good at a theme. I'll go all out. Can't you
yes.
imagine?
No, like it'll be like really good.
I'm one of those people that keeps things in her closet because I'm like,
same.
I can't get rid of this because what if someone invites me to an 80 disco party themed and I need this like vintage like beaded gown that I'll never wear unless 100%. It's for an 80s disco theme.
I think that, and then I also think like, well, I want to be the friend that people come to for their theme. So I'm like, well, what if someone so and so gets invited to an 80s disco theme and they need to borrow it? And I'm the one who comes in clutch. Like I'm like, oh, of course I have that for you.
I am that person. I have found in my later adult life that I really like when my friends borrow my clothes. I actually kind of thrust it upon them.
Oh, I love it.
I hated it growing up. When I was in like high school, I did not like when my friends borrowed my clothes. And when I was in college, I hated being the girl who people would be like, can I borrow that top? And maybe that's just because like your friends just like, you're young, your friends, you know, your friends are just going out and getting blackout and like you don't have a lot of money. So I'm like, no, I want that's my top that I spent all my fucking paycheck on. I want to be the only one to wear it. And now that I like have not lived with a woman in so long and like my girlfriends, they come over and I like get to dress them up like dolls. I'm like, you have to wear this. You're like, I am not wearing this vintage Gucci dress. I'm like, why else would I have bought it if you weren't gonna wear it? Like I love that shit.
No, I love people borrowing stuff. It's actually really fun. Like Macy always jokes that she's always like, my closet is a public library to her essentially. Like she's always, she Taylor just moved too. And I'm here obviously. And she's like, hey, heads up. My mom and I are stopping at the house as if it's our house. Because she had to drop off some things that she had in her closet for so long. Like I love that. But I don't really borrow from other people. But that's because I just like buy in excess. So that might be why we like to.
I just wondered, why don't I really borrow that much from other people? And I'm like, probably because will just buy it.
Yeah.
I need to work on that. Taylor helps me with like all my interior everything, and then like when she knows and she does like she uses me the same way I use her. Like she was going to this really fabulous trip in Sun Valley, Idaho, and there's just gonna be like a bunch of like fabulous people around dressed fabulously, and she like sent me the itinerary with the dress code and she was like, do your thing. And she meant like, don't fuck around.
You're
like
stylist.
You're styling me for this. But see, here's where I am the best friend ever, because she was like, send me links, I'll buy whatever, just like let me know, but you have to style me for this. And I was like, I'm almost positive I can like fully style you out of my own closet for this, and then you might only just need to buy like a boot. And she was like, there's no way, but okay. And then I did, and I was so proud of myself, and she got so many compliments.
Yeah, she was the best dressed there, I'm sure.
Of course.
No, there's something about the gratitude that you get. Like as you get older and you become a woman, there's something about the gratitude that you get from like someone complimenting like your home, the things that you have there, not even like the material items, like the way that you like create the world, you know what I mean? Because it's more than just like an outfit.
The world you live in.
Like there's something, and it's like, well, thank you, because I put a lot of effort into this, so I am.
And I always say like, thank you for the validation. I really worked hard on this.
Yeah, I was looking for that.
I worked really hard.
No, I worked really hard. Okay, well, it's been like such a fabulous time having my hosting, nesting, home girly over.
Big bitch.
Two girls, really.
There's two of us in here, and she is not letting me forget it.
No, she is not.
Elbows and knees.
The best dressed, almost, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mother?
Well, yeah, mother. Even not almost mother. I feel like you already are a mother. Almost giving birth.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely out here like supporting her.
Totally.
For sure. My gums bleed every day.
Oh, that's a thing.
Isn't that crazy? You have like 50%,
I think I learned that from you.
By the end of pregnancy, you have 50% more blood like coursing through your body.
Yeah, that's just
and so everything's just like
it's actually just so crazy that like we just like
do this and we're just made for this. I had my first little like panic. Sorry, we can't go yet. I had my first little panic moment yesterday because I had a Braxton Hicks in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh, and they don't hurt, by the way. It's just like a weird. You just feel like vacuum sealed all of a sudden. Like it's just like a very tightening of the stomach. And it's like teaching your body how to contract. I don't know. And I was like, oh, I know that's not a real contraction. That's Braxton Hicks. And I was like, well, what if it was a real contraction? And so like I am gonna have real contractions, and then it's like now I'm just like here having contractions, and then I just like, what do? I like wake James up, like I'm in labor, like this doesn't seem fun actually. Like I've been like I can't wait to be in labor and be like it's time. And last night I was like, oh fuck, like I have to give birth and go into labor. And I have not been stressed about it at all, but I had this like little moment where I did actually still go into the bedroom and like wake James up, and I was like, I just had this moment where I was like really scared to give birth. He's like, are you contracting right now? I was like, no. He's like, okay, do you want to talk about it in the morning? And I was like, no, right now I want to talk about it. He was
like in this moment.
He's like, okay. So anyways, next time we talk, hopefully that wasn't as stressful. Also, I don't know what it's time. Do you say that when he eats? Because he just perked right the fuck up.
No. He just
back down
right
again.
He's a little bit of an attitude. Fitz is just like kind of on all the cords and everything today. So anyway,
thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Literally love you so much. Cannot wait
love
for you to be in your mother era. It's just gonna be so fabulous. You're gonna be the best mom ever. And her your diaper bag. It's really iconic. I'm excited for you to share that.
I'll reveal it soon.
A
it's
big
just
reveal.
Huge.
It's exactly actually what you probably would expect. It's not a Birkin though.
No, it's not. No,
People might expect that.
No, it's not a Birkin.
Yeah, but this is better.
I love you guys. Bye.
Love y'all. Bye.